Hello, YouTube. It's Ziggy now here. Thank you very much for your time and coming back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I hope you'll take a moment and subscribe. I'm going to be launching a new series in my second month. It's going to be focused on evaluating different sports card selling platforms. I'm going to go through those and talk about the strategy for how we're going to be evaluating those. Look forward to your feedback and comments. So if you have suggestions on other platforms you want me to look at, please leave that in the comments. If you have thoughts, again, looking forward to that feedback. I will be interacting with people with this project. So let me get kicked off here. So first thing, what to expect. This is not going to be one long video. It's going to be multi-part videos over several weeks / months into the summer. I'm probably thinking 2 months, maybe 3 months before we really see action, and you'll understand why as I get into this. And so you look for those multi-part series over the month. That's why I'm recommending subscribe and also set the bell so you'll get notifications. All my content, although I put a lot of it out, is short and meant to be easily to digest. I'm going to do a brother versus father series. So we're going to look at different platforms and compete and see how we sell different cards on those platforms. I'm going to try to use the same card across platform and see if we can sell it for more or less as well. So to get started, real quickly, the 5 platforms we're going to look at and talk about: eBay, CMOC, StarStock, and MySlabs.com, and then Investacard. And then I'll go into, again, explaining which one of these guys are, what makes them different. Again, MySlabs is a grading selling platform, where StarStock is it's a raw card platform. Investacard is a raw card that turns it into a graded card and sells it. So I thought those are 3 really interesting ones. And then eBay and CMOC are established platforms. So eBay store, right? We've got a very active eBay store already. Most of our eBay stuff is set at bin, buy it now. We don't do very many auctions anymore. Just eBay has been so brutal, and I really don't do much eBay transactions. So I do have the eBay store. We will maybe use that. We'll definitely be using it to compare our buy and sell prices versus eBay, right? To see if we're selling for more or less. CMOC has been used mostly for cards under $20. We do a few bulk submissions each year. What we will be doing is we're going to do a new account. We're going to open a new account for one of my sons, and he's going to do a bulk submission, and we're going to watch that, how he submits it, prices it, and how he does as far as making money off that. Again, that's going to start in, like I said, we'll kick it off this week or so, but it'll probably take several months for it to get processed. MySlab is selective for grading slab cards. We're going to take some of my son's graded cards that they're going to be getting back from a PSA submission, and we're going to list those on MySlabs and see how that does. So again, those are kind of 3 basic ones they'll be using. What we're going to focus in, though, on that I think we'll do little projects, and you'll see multi-part series on these, are going to be StarStock. We already did a video we posted yesterday. We're going to enroll. We've submitted. We shipped out today first Bowman cards, over 400 of those, Chrome. We're preparing football cards for our next submission. Right now we're going through old football Prism cards, and we're really looking at running backs and wide receivers. Most of our quarterbacks are sold, or we've done something with those. So it's not, I don't have many of those. If I do, I might send those as well. But most of the cards we're looking at sending these guys are Prism, football, and running backs. We're interested in seeing how to price the cards. Once these cards get to StarStock, how do we set the price? Is the market, we're curious on that. We haven't understood that yet. And we're curious to see how people buy cards and how, we buy cards. In order to sell, you got to understand how to buy. So once that account's set up, we'll be doing some examples and some demos of StarStock. My expectations are upgrade my rookies and convert them to basketball. Is kind of what I told my son. We've got all these Bowman first and all these football product. We love basketball, so why don't we convert them over to basketball players? So that way he can sell these and buy some basketball players is kind of our expectations. That'll be teamed up by Little Ziggy 1. The numbers will really be determined. We haven't decided which son's going to do what. They'll probably be doing some crossover, but again, one will be a project lead on the StarStock project. The next project will be CMOC. This will be Little Ziggy 2. This is my 10-year-old. We've already picked out his cards. We created his account. We're going to send those cards up to the account, to be submitted. I'm going to teach him how to price the cards. I'm going to teach him how to flip the cards / buy a card and sell it for a higher price. You don't flip it as easily, but again, we're going to go through that. Expectations are to start with some cards and build up a bankroll for him, to show him how he can take cards. And, for kids, man, patience is a hard thing to learn, right? When I explained to him it's going to take, 3 months to get these cards processed, he about died. So Little Ziggy 2, will be working on this with me, and look for more on CMOC. He'll also be working with our current account, I will say that as well, and helping us set pricing so he can prepare for his own account. And then lastly, little Ziggy 3, I'm going to grab him to the side, and we're going to try Investacard. Now, Investacard, in my opinion, is a little more interesting, right? Because I think the other guys have, you can send the car, you can store the car, you can decide when you want to sell it, you can decide how long you want to keep it up there. Investacard is you create a car account, you send them cards, they're going to grade them through SGC, and then they're going to put them on live auctions. Now, my assumptions is all that's done pretty quickly. They're trying to sell product. They're not trying to be a vault. They're not trying to hold product, right? I don't assume their SGC grading super fast, but I assume that, let's say 20-day SGC. So my point is you've got a time when you want cards to be there to get graded to hit the auctions, right? So like, for example, if you want basketball cards, you probably should get those out now, right? If you want football cards, maybe you should be thinking about those in a few weeks, right? Is baseball over? Well, then probably not a good time to send Investacard baseball cards. So we're going to look into this. We're going to look at, again, that we understand this. There are higher fees with this. I think it's important to point out. But we're going to look at, is it worth the time and value to have these guys? They send it for grading. They're paying for the grading fees. And then they put it on eBay auction. So Ziggy 3 and I will be working on this project. So thank you guys very much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button. Please ring the bell. And please subscribe. And I'd say even more importantly, leave comments. I'd love to get your feedback. Love to hear what your thoughts are. Again, trying to provide really valuable content, insight into how other people are doing this. And, my sons have a collection that they've been playing with for years. And it's fun to see them, involved in the hobby. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy.